Dr. Sella here. Happy New Year. Well, we finally have it. The 2020 Army Navy Air Force offense, final edition. On the season, Army Navy and Air Force ran 1,783 plays in 28 games. That's a final. Their number one play combined was the zone dive. They ran zone dive 325 times. It was 18% of their offense, 12 plays per game. 12 plays per game. So, because the high school game is 20% shorter than the college game, you're looking to run zone dive as the staple of your offense now. It's about a quarter of your offense, anywhere from 18 to 25%. That's what you're looking to do with it now. And that's what they've learned. Army, Navy, and Air Force have learned. Number two, zone option, all variations, which most of it is the zone kick. And there's some option, although they probably pitch the ball less than 5% of the time all year. Army started to run a little zone sweep at the end of the year, which is very hard to run. Nevertheless, 277 times Army, Navy, and Air Force ran it. All three of them ran it. It was 16% of their offense, 10 plays per game. So at the high school level, you're going to run it somewhere between 16 and 20% of the time, that area. Midline, all variations. Now, most of this is mid-triple. Most of it's mid-triple. Army, Navy, Air Force ran midline 223 times. I can tell you, Air Force did not run one mid-double variation all year. Air Force ran all mid-triple this season. As a matter of fact, they ran mid-triple 52 times. But combined, midline, all variations, triple, double, was 223 times. It's 13% of their offense, and it's 8 plays per game. 6 to 7 of that is mid-triple. Now, the triple option, the inside veer, was run 164 times, 9% of the offense, 6 plays per game. I can tell you, and you can do your own research on my website, tripleoptionfootball.com, the super majority of those 164 times was done in the first half of the season. Very interesting. They started to use mid-triple way more as the year went on. I think a lot of it's how people defended them. And I think a lot of it is they're starting to figure out it's if you underdevelop your quarterback, you need to run mid-triple because when the quarterback jumps back and reads your way out, he gets more time because he's one gap farther behind, and it gives his eyes more time to read the blood stunt and the easy stunt. But it was 6 plays per game. Triple pass, 124 times they ran it. 7% of the time, 4 plays per game. For a pass, that's pretty significant. So this is 40 plays a game of your offense. The average high school football game is about 48 plays. The only other things you really want to work here is you want to work a little bit more of your passing game and definitely quarterback sneak. And you got yourself an offense. The trap ended up as number 6. It was run 3.5 plays per game, which all the science that comes from the NFL proves that if a play is run 3.5 plays per game, it's not going to be statistically effective. And that's really been the last couple of years. A lot of games this year, Army, Navy, Air Force didn't even attempt a trap. So, very interesting, but that's the full sample size. So this is the last data analysis video for the year because there's 28 games that were played, 1,783 play sample size. Be careful what you read on the internet because the internet's going to try to convince you that certain concepts are more important than others. This is the facts, and as the great Ben Shapiro says, facts don't care about your feelings. The facts are this. This is number 1. This is number 2. They are clearly 1 and 2. And Army, when they played in big games this year, this was the play by far. They ran zone option twice as much as any other concept when they played an undefeated Cincinnati team. And they ran zone option 19 times against a West Virginia team that how they even competed with them is give God the glory. So you're basing everything on this, and then you run the dive. If you get 4 yards, you run the zone dive again. If you don't get 4 yards on it, you run the zone option / zone kick. unless number one collision your A-back on zone dive. And if that's the case, then you run mid-triple or triple. That's your offense. Use the passing game on 3rd and long, 4th and long. Got to score now. Secondary flies up. That's how you call the game, guys. That's the science of how they call the game. Now, they don't always stay with the science, but that's the science of it. But once again, you run zone dive, you get 4, you run it again, you don't get 4 yards on zone dive. You're going to run zone option / zone kick unless number one collisions the A-back on zone dive. If that's the case, you run mid-triple or triple. Use this on 3rd and long, 4th and long. Got to score now. Somebody in the secondary flew up, and oh boy, we're going to get a touchdown now. That's it. Coaches, you want to run Army, Navy, and Air Force's offense the right way the first time, call me 570-332-0265 and go to tripleoptionfootball.com/testimonials. We'll talk soon. Happy New Year.